So basically what happened was I was going through Instagram and I saw this ad for One Piece Minecraft. And I was like, I have to try this. When I first got into the server, it made me download a resource pack, and I'm like, that's fine, that's okay. Once it downloaded, it changed everything and it made it so much more cooler. I think this was Logtown, but I'm not entirely sure. When you get into the main server, it's actually the land of Wano, which I think is really cool. They use the cherry trees end game really well. And one of the first things you do is you talk to Luffy. He shows you these island quests that you gotta do and all the different islands you're able to go to. There's actually a lot more, but I didn't get that far whenever I was in the server. When going into the main menu, there's a lot of different things. For example, you can see all the different types of devil fruits you're able to unlock. One of the ways of unlocking all these devil fruits is by fishing up krakens and killing them. What I did for the next couple minutes was just going through everything in the main server hub. For example, there's a couple shops like Usopp's shop. Usopp sells a bunch of different like tools and keys for boss fights, I believe. And there's also the sea train from Water 7, and that'll take you to all the different islands that you can go to. In this video, I went to Shell's Town, and basically all you could do there was fight a bunch of just low-level marines. In the middle, there was this poneglyph that would spawn Axe Hand, but in order to fight Axe Hand, you had to kill like 100 marines. And it took forever, because you had to get 32 of these fragments, and every marine, they didn't have like 100% chance of dropping these, and it took like 10 minutes to just get all of them. It was just annoying. So let the grind commence. And I know what you're gonna say, DJ, it only took you 10 minutes. I know, but this gives me the perfect time to say subscribe to my channel. Alright? I have like 50 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it. This is also a perfect time to talk about the fighting mechanics in the server. So whenever you press F, it goes into this flight mode. Whenever you choose the brawler class, there are like 5 different types of classes, but you can only choose one whenever you first start because they cost like in-game money and outside money, which is kind of sketchy, but I mean, what can you do about it? But yeah, the mechanics are really cool. You got 4 different types of moves. You got your double strike, which just like strikes twice. Your uppercut, which throws you and your enemy into the air. You got the agile strike, which you go really fast past the enemy and then it strikes it, kind of like Ronor Zoro. And then you have the multi-strike, which just strikes like 20 times in a row, and it's really cool. I gotta try out all of them, and I also bought a katana at Usopp's shop just to like help out. And overall, the fighting experience in this game is just really cool, and I think over time, if you like invest your time and effort into the game and unlocking new skills, new moves, I think it would be really cool. Another thing was the leveling system, which I thought was kind of refined. There was only 4 different skills that you could really put your points into. You had your defense, health, stamina, and strength. I mainly put into strength because I didn't really think I needed anything in the health or defense. The stamina, on the other hand, I couldn't really tell what it was used for. I saw that whenever I used a move, the stamina went down, but I never ran out of stamina. I couldn't really tell if the cooldown on all the moves was caused by the stamina, or if the cooldown was just overall, like if I did the multi-strike, even if I leveled up my stamina, it would still be like 14 seconds. But I feel like if I invested some more time into looking into it, I bet I would have found the answer. And finally, after the longest 10 minutes of my life, I finally found all 32 fragments. Now after that, you have to go to Usopp, which will give you the Axe Hand key, and then you have to go all the way back to Shell Town to the Poneglyph, and then press it and it will bring you to the boss battle. There are a couple different waves, but at the very end of all 5 or 6, I kind of bugged out the waves at the very end, but it shouldn't matter to anyone else. And then after all 5 waves, I finally saw Axeman. Cue the Doom music. And just like that, he's dead. Honestly, was a really boring fight. I'm surprised that the marine grunts were more enjoyable. I think it was because there was way more of them and I could do a bunch of different things with them. I could get them all jumbled up and then kill them all at once. I think with just the one boss fight, it was really boring. I'm glad that it had a bunch of different waves. But yeah, this was my experience for One Piece Minecraft. Again, if you guys liked the video, please subscribe. I'm at like 50 subscribers, and I think it'd be really cool to just get a little bit more. So yeah, thank you. Goodbye.